continue our in-depth coverage of the newly published accused clergy list from the Diocese of Providence.
Our thoughts and prayers turn first of all to all those who have been harmed by the grave sin of sexual misconduct by clerics, priests, and deacons over the years.
Bishop Thomas Tobin released a video message along with a list of 50 priests and other clergymen who faced allegations that church leaders deemed credible. Target 12 investigator Ted Nesi has been pouring through the information since the list came out at 8 o'clock this morning. He joins us now with a closer look. Ted, beyond the made headlines with the list, what are some of the findings or the takeaways that you have examined?
Well, Mike, it's a lot of information that came out today, but one thing that sticks out is how many of these cases are long in the past. The oldest of the priests on the list was actually born in 1904. The youngest was born in 1959, and he's still alive, but he was removed from ministry 25 years ago. We've also been comparing this list with one maintained by the private nonprofit group Bishop Accountability. We found 17 individuals on the diocese's new list are not in Bishop Accountability's current database of accused priests. The other important thing to keep in mind is what was not provided today, Mike. There are no details on the underlying accusations, so we don't know when the alleged abuse occurred or how many alleged victims there are in these cases.
Well, the Diocese of Providence is just one of a growing number of dioceses releasing it. Fall River, by the way, has not done theirs yet. Clearly, church leaders feel there's need to be a level of transparency here.
Yeah, I think, we've really seen a sea change, Mike, since last summer when that explosive grand jury report came out in Pennsylvania. It documented decades of abuse cases and associated cover-ups by church leaders there. And I think since then it's just basically become untenable for dioceses not to put this information out in a formal list. But as I said, in some ways being more transparent only triggers more questions. We're hearing people ask, how long were these cases known about? When were the accusations made? How many allegations were there? And the church won't necessarily have the final say here either. Attorney General Nerona says he's still doing his own review of abuse allegations in Rhode Island, and federal investigators are looking to the issue in some parts of the country too. So clearly today is not going to be the end of the story in Providence or elsewhere. All
right, Target 12 investigator Ted Nesi, I know you've been looking through all of this. Thank you very much. You can find complete coverage of the accused priest list right now. It's on our website, WPRI.com, including a link to the full list and an explanation of which allegations were included. Now, coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, we're going to take a closer look at what happens next now that you found out that the list is out.